Kings Island, located in Mason, Ohio, has many amazing rides, which is what makes it one of the best amusement parks in the world. I'm very lucky to have this park as my home park because of all the very good rides it offers. And today we're going to be ranking all the rides at Kings Island in a tier list. At the bottom we have F tier, and then moving up, at the very top we have S tier. Starting off we have Adventure Express. This is a C tier ride because it's very janky and you get slammed into your seat around the turns, which isn't the most comfortable thing. It does have a few good things, like how it's a really long ride and it has some good theming that Kings Island just recently gave it. Next up is Backlot Stunt Coaster. This is another C tier ride, but it does have some good theming and intense helix, but it is a really short ride experience. Next up we have Banshee. This ride is A tier because it's super intense, it has an amazing layout, and it uses the terrain amazingly. However, it does have a really bad rattle in the valleys, but it's not that bad. Next up is the Bat. This is a B tier ride because it has a very fun layout with the swinging. It also uses the terrain well, and the ending helix is super intense, however it is a really short ride experience. Next up is the Beast. This is an A tier ride because of the insane night rides it has, along with its amazing setting located in the woods, but it does have a very boring layout, but it's more fun at night. Moving on is Diamondback. This is an S tier ride because it's the best ride at Kings Island with amazing airtime and it's such a long ride experience. Next up is Flying Ace Aerial Chase, now known as Woodstock's Air Rail. This is an F tier ride. It has such a boring layout, it's super jerky, and you bang your head on every turn. I really hope with the new Camp Snoopy re-theme it'll get new trains, so hopefully that may improve the ride. Next up is Flight of Fear. This is a B tier ride because it has a good launch, however, the layout is lacking and it's really rough and janky, and the restraints are terrible because they crush your feet so much. Next up is Invertigo. This is a D tier ride because it's super rough and it's like one of the scariest coasters I've ever ridden because of how terrible the restraints are. However, I will give it the points because it's super intense and it pulls 5 Gs. Mystic Timbers is up next. This is an A tier ride because it's really smooth, out of control, and it has some good small airtime moments. It's not the best ride at Kings Island though. Next up is Orion. This is an A tier ride because it's super smooth, has a great first drop, amazing airtime, and an intense helix. However, it has a short layout that I feel like could have had more potential. Next up is the Great Pumpkin Coaster. This is a D tier ride because it's a kiddie coaster that's super boring and small. Next up we have the Racer. This is a B tier ride with some nice airtime and a mild layout, but the racing aspect is really fun, but it can be rough, but we'll have to see after the Blue Side retrack. Next up is Woodstock Express. This is a C tier ride because it's a family coaster, however it does have 2 trains, which is pretty amazing for a family coaster, and it has some mild airtime. And for a little extra, if you're wondering about Soapbox Racers, I'm gonna predict this will be a B tier ride because it looks pretty fun with some turns and that cool spike, and it's also a lot taller than I expected when I saw it in the construction update video. Well, that's all the rides at Kings Island in a tier list. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. How would you put these rides into a tier list? Tell me down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!